the importance of establishing her childhood this way is we get to see the factors and the people that have made our main character who she is and why she reacts the way that she does later in life as an adult. So yeah, when you talk about strength, I instantly think of the positive influences in her life, where the first one, even though it wasn't as kind as some of the later ones that I'm going to talk about, is simply Bessie, who Bessie, I thought in the book, is so much better of a character than anything we've seen in a movie or a TV adaptation so far. She's so much more complex. Most movies and shows I've seen, I feel like they make Bessie off as like barely tolerant of Jane, and like there's like a shred of kindness and then she's just gone. And I think here there's this interesting level of complexity to her that what I was really picking up on is this is a woman who wants to care for this child. She has like organic, natural sympathy for her. But I think she's also a woman who is incredibly stressed living in this household. She's a worker, so she's got tons of like work that she has to do on top of all of this. But also, it's just really interesting. There are moments where Jane talks about her kindness. There's a line that struck me, and it was on page 34. And it's this idea that when Bessie is gentle to Jane, she becomes the prettiest being. And maybe I can look up the exact quote of this.
Yeah, it's so amazing to listen to Bessie described as like the counter to these other people, which I think is if you're referencing the moment that I think you are, that it's in the space that Jane is in, Bessie is the only light. And that really casts Bessie very differently than how I think we've seen her in a lot of the adaptions.
Yeah, exactly. The line here that I have highlighted is, "When thus gentle, Bessie seemed to me the best, prettiest, kindest being in the world." And I love that pretty is included in that, because I think one thing I've made a lot of notes about is, because I think, of the line when Rochester asks if she finds him handsome and she says no, I think Jane's perception of beauty does not come down to like what someone looks like. It comes from their actions. So I think that was one of the first seeds that was planted here in the story of when she receives kindness, she finds beauty in someone. And I loved that.